don't even have time to do anything.
Let's
We
just bring
got Michael Shannon from the Boardwalk Empire.
Can we have a water for him too?
Let's get a fresh water for him and bring him in. Yes, Michael Shannon. Where is it? There he is. Come on in, my friend. All right. God damn. How you doing, man?
All right,
Big fan.
What's up, Michael?
Big fan, sir.
Thank you.
Pleasure.
Take a seat.
Yeah, take a seat over there. Pop right on. We're actually on the air. We do that. We just
you're on the air?
yeah, we do that. It's easier
we don't
that
have time
way.
to break. We don't want
Like dropping a lobster in a boiling pot of water.
Into the pot.
Watch him squirm.
Not you.
Yeah.
Something tells me not you.
I'm stoic.
Seasoned professional. Stoic.
Yeah.
Is that what you get a lot? You're stoic?
Stoic, crazy, evil, villain. Sad.
How much of that is you in real life?
None of it.
None. See, you're a regular guy, right?
We don't believe
Well,
it.
yeah, I mean, as I was, getting my daughter ready for school this morning, I didn't think this is my diabolical scheme. I just kind of said, do you want to wear this dress or this dress?
Is the guy you played on Boardwalk Empire, which you're amazing on that, was that based on it? Because I don't know the real story of Nucky. Like, I haven't read up because I don't want to know what happens. Are you playing a real guy?
Van Alden, a.k.a. George Mueller, is a completely imaginary character.
Okay.
They were very clear about that at the beginning. Terry told me when I met with them, he said, a lot of these characters are loosely based, such and so, blah, 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 but your guy is totally imaginary. Some people thought at the get-go that it was based on Elliot Ness, but that was not accurate.
All right. Gives you a little more leeway to do, kind of what you want with him a little more.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's like, where's Waldo? You can just kinda stick him anywhere.
Yeah.
He's, what's interesting is I am rubbing elbows with actual people. Like Dean O'Banion, Al Capone,
right.
Nucky, of course. These are all real people, so I'm just being inserted into these situations. They're, Buddy, the prohibition agent. I'm sure that wasn't something that actually happened very often.
Right. Yeah.
You started as a prohibition agent, and then it was really like a weird religious vibe to you, and then you drowned your partner in the lake, baptizing him like in front of all these black people. Like, it was a really fucking bizarre scene. Boardwalk Empire throws curveballs.
Yeah, but what's really bizarre now is that that's totally gone. Like, I'm not doing that anymore.
Right.
I haven't even tried to enforce any sort of laws for two and a half seasons now.
Wow,
I'm just like selling irons and delivering flowers. So it's kind of a weird change of events.
Do they tell you where the story is going? So do you know if maybe in the future you're going to get back, or you're just at the mercy of each script?
No, they don't tell you anything.
Yeah.
It's like, it's like working at some factory where you don't know what they're making. Just put on a black hood and get on the assembly line. And go.
Something's coming in front of me, and I got to put
it together.
And then send it off on its way again.
Yeah, exactly.
What was the biggest script shock you got so far? Like, because if you're reading along and it's not based on a real guy, they can do whatever they want.
Oh, there's so many. So many. I mean, I've got to say, season 1, when it said the scene where Van Alden has sexual intercourse with Lucy, was that took a while to get over that. Pretty strange. And that's when I knew that I wasn't going to be the good guy anymore.
Right.
And, so that was tough. Basically every script, it seems like something really bad happens to me. It's kind of like to set up like a guy on the sidewalk, someone drops a piano on his head or something. That's what it starts to feel like after a while.
The poor guy that's just walking on the sidewalk.
Yeah, exactly.
Get nailed.
But I think he's finally due for, to get his spine back. He's been so, it's really weird. I had a conversation on the street the other day. We were shooting a scene out in Yonkers, and this guy walked up to me. And he said, I watched the show. I really liked the show. I'm like, oh, well, thank you. And he's like, but I'm very glad I'm meeting you because I wanted to ask you, why is your character still on the show?
Oh, shit.
What's the message with your character? All the other characters make a lot of sense to me, but your character is, I don't know. Where's the tension? I don't know. What's going on? And it was kind of depressing.
No
Yeah, 'cause
shit.
it was Steve Buscemi that said it.
Yeah, it's Steve. Buscemi. I said, Steve, we can't all be superstars like you.
I love your character on the show.
Wow.
It's
That's brutal.
truly unpredictable
Jesus.
and fairly psychotic seeming. I think I hope they keep you on the show for the whole run.
Yeah, me too. I mean, me too. Maybe
bet.
I'll do something eventually to wake this guy up. I don't know.
Where were you raised?
Kentucky, Lexington, Kentucky.
You don't have any accent.
Well, that was quite some time ago. And my father lived in Chicago. So I went back and forth between Kentucky and Chicago.
I almost hear a little Chicago,
Yeah.
but more so than Kentucky.
I just spent the summer in Chicago. But I've been all over the world. I like that song.
Yeah.
All over the world. So
Did you try to get rid of the accent, or did that just kind of happen? Because people try to they really try hard to get
it
rid
comes back, If I go down there, it comes back. I don't mind it. I'm not ashamed of my Southern heritage. It's where all the big movie stars come from.
Mm-hmm.
Johnny Depp, Tom Cruise, George Clooney,
Yeah,
Kentucky.
Kentucky.
Something in the water. Yeah.
And
And Jennifer Lawrence, I might add, the biggest starlet on planet Earth.
Right.
I know.
I watched The Iceman and thought it was fantastic. Great
thank you.
performance, man. Just
Thank you.
so frightening. Because the way you played it wasn't like, the normal movie hitman that you would see. It was frightening in your normalcy during your regular life. And as a matter of fact, when you are with your daughters in the movie and you're just helping them get ready for school and, you're not hatching some evil plot right there, but then you're just so ready to and willing to kill somebody. How much research did you have to do on the actual guy for that one?
I did quite a bit, actually.
Yeah.
I there's a very famous interview that he did for HBO.
Of course, yeah.
That a lot of people have seen. It was edited down considerably to put it on TV. So I got the full unedited interview. Which is like 20 hours.
Wow.
So I would watch that.
What did you think of him as a person when you were just watching that, and not really considering your role in the movie, just as a person?
I mean, first of all, it's hard to separate that because I'm constantly looking at it from that point of view. But I found him to be a very tragic figure because I do think I do think that he really had some authentic love for his family and that he wanted to be a good person, but that he had been so kind of screwed up when he was a kid that he had this other this other aspect to his character that allowed him to do these things, and that was sad.
Do you find you're more sympathetic to a guy like that if you are researching for a role, because you have to kind of delve into the things that made him that way instead of just going, oh, this fucking lunatic?
Well, we all have our faults. I mean, obviously his...
That's a little more
Yours
than
might
just...
be lateness. His was putting people in acid.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, to me, I honestly, I get a lot more pissed off at Ted Cruz reciting Dr. Seuss on the floor of the Senate than I do at Kuklinski saying, there's a lot of negativity in the world.
Well, yeah, that's for sure. Yeah.
So, I mean, it's a case study. I always feel kind of silly talking about, do I condone killing? No, of course not. I don't think anybody should kill anybody. It's not right. It's terrible. But Richard Kuklinski endured some pretty, as far as I can tell, some pretty savage stuff during his early childhood. And, I think, I mean, it's that's one of the things I've always been fascinated by is how a person's childhood can shape who they become, and,
Right.
and why it's so important to not be, sadistic to children. Because if you do that, then you can wind up with someone like Richard Kuklinski. So
Your take on it was so spot on, though, where you talk about that he wanted to be a nice guy. He wanted it. You put that across very well with him and his wife and family.
I've talked to people that knew him, and he was very much. There was one man in particular who said that when he was a boy, Kuklinski would kind of keep an eye on him, give him, spend time with him, give him advice or presence or whatever. I mean, it was somebody that he was a stand-up guy, and that he had no idea, of this other side of him. I mean, that's the thing that's also fascinating to me is the double life, the whole notion of how someone could have such two different sides to them.
Yeah,
and I think what's ironic is that it comes from the same place. Like his ability to detach and do evil things, and his desire to not be that way, both come from the same foundation in his childhood.
Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was a great movie. I enjoyed it a lot. And of course, I guess you're going to be playing General Zod.
Am I going to be playing?
You are playing.
I played him.
It's done. You played him. We haven't seen it yet.
Yeah.
Everyone, of course, is familiar with the original Superman 2.
Yes.
Yeah.
But how differently did you play it than that one?
Do you have the same outfit on?
Then Terrence Stamp?
Yes, that's it. Terrence Stamp.
Yeah. It's very different.
Yeah.
Zach, the director, told me when we were doing it that he wanted it to be more earnest and not so much like he's a villain. He just happens to be a general on a different planet, and he's just trying to do his job.
Right.
His job is to protect Krypton, and that's not going very well. And he's just trying to. And once Krypton is destroyed, he says, "Well, I need to make another one." And it's not about. He doesn't get off on like manipulating people or controlling people. He doesn't want people to kneel or do any of that crap. He just wants a new Krypton. That's all he wants.
No kneel before Zod.
No, that's
no. You're not gonna see that. It is good because that was kind of a one-dimensional kind of thing. It was here's
like,
your bad guy.
Excuse me. It looked like Terrence Stamp was having a lot of fun, which is great.
Yeah.
And it was a lot of fun to watch him have a lot of fun. But my guy is not having any fun.
Okay.
That's a great way to describe Zod. He's not having a lot of fun.
Perfectly. No. So.
Hey, can I ask you about your band? Because we have that you formed a band in 2002 called Corporal.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of, and you just released your first album in 2010. Why did it take 8 years?
Oh, well, both of those dates don't come from me directly. And I can't claim that either one of them are accurate. Well, I do know that I started playing, when Corporal started, it was just me and one other guy. And it was basically us just practicing every once in a while. We made this album a few years ago. I don't know if it's ever really gotten a proper release. Like you can walk into the Virgin, buy it off the rack, although there aren't any Virgins anymore.
Yeah, that's true. In every sense of the word.
Yeah, exactly. They're all gone. All the Virgins are gone. But we're playing the New Yorker Festival Friday, October 4th. We're playing at the Bell House, which is in Brooklyn, by the lovely Gowanus Canal.
Oh, boy.
What kind of music?
Eclectic. It says on our what's it called? When you go the iTunes, yeah. I'm sorry, I'm a Neanderthal. It says on iTunes on our site, it says German folk music.
Okay.
So I think that absurd description kind of sums it up pretty nicely. But seriously, like when people come to the shows, they say, "Man, every song sounds completely different," which is kind of what we're going for. because I went to see a band the other night. I won't mention names, but every single song they played sounded the same. So we try and avoid that.
Oh, I wondered what band it is now.
Yeah.
Metallica?
Apollo Theater? Were you at the Apollo Theater?
No, just kidding. I'm kidding.
Of course.
I haven't been to Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift.
There's a lot of variety there.
That would be interesting seeing you at a Taylor Swift show, though.
They're just towering over everyone.
Yeah.
Being
Lurking
menacing.
backstage in the wings, just like Phantom of the Opera.
Are you? What's your background? Irish or German?
Well, don't you know?
Shannon, I would imagine.
I don't know.
Irish.
It's mysterious.
I'm just looking like you would actually do very well in a period piece of a German soldier. Have you ever played that? I think they should write a movie around you based on a
I think
German
Ray
soldier.
Fiennes did that.
Yes, he certainly
I
did.
don't know
well.
if I could do it any better than him.
Pardon you.
And that Inglorious Bastards.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
didn't get a call for that one.
God damn it. You've been good on that one.
Let's see, German Soldier.
Yeah. That could probably work. But what do I know?
I've done so
on
many
radio?
military projects. I mean, I've been a general, I've been a sergeant, been a lieutenant.
Really?
Yeah, I've done a lot of military stuff,
Yeah.
Well, you're very
but
sturdy
not
looking.
German. Yeah,
And not
Yeah,
German,
very,
huh?
very stoic and a very,
yeah.
very
Stoic, there's that word.
But I'm saying that a very fucking intense gaze, which is kind of with the military. That's
I'm
probably.
good. I'm good with a bayonet too. Yeah. So,
What's the silliest role you ever played?
oh, there's so many. That's the thing. Let's have a little confab about that. I was in a movie called Kangaroo Jack, which is completely absurd. I was in Bad Boys 2. I got my ear shot off and shoved in the trunk of a car. Little KKK action.
Yes.
That was
Fuck yeah. Okay. Yeah, I remember that.
the brilliant absurdity of that. I did a short film called Mullet. That's pretty funny.
Mullet.
Yeah.
All right.
I did a movie called Grand Theft Parsons with Johnny Knoxville. That's kind of a comedy that not many people have seen.
I guess,
And, yeah, that's the thing is like I've done these other things, but I guess the things that most people have seen me in are the more serious ones. Although a lot of people saw Bad Boys too.
How long have you been acting, like, professionally?
Oh, too long. Too long.
Because
23 years.
All right, so you're 23 years in the business, and within the past couple of years, really, you've made a name for yourself to where people look at you and go, "Oh, I know this guy from," and they know where they know. It's not just like
Or
I've
they
seen
ask
him.
me to explain to them why they know who I am.
or why you're on the show.
Yeah. I hit a new level of notoriety. Someone actually said to me, "Hey, I like some of your movies." I was like, wow. Because it used to just be like, I saw you in this movie. And now it's like, I like some of your movies.
Why would people walk up to you and say something so obnoxious and insulting?
Why is everyone an asshole?
Everyone's got to be an asshole. Are you on Twitter, by the way?
No.
Oh, good.
No.
Because you want a collection of assholes.
Oh,
You go
you
to
just go
Twitter.
to Twitter?
You want your fucking ego brought down into the shitter.
It's like asshole barnacles. Yeah. To the shit. Yeah,
They just stick there
Yeah.
and have to literally be scraped off.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which would be the block.
Oh my God.
Got a block.
Well, you
Mike-
were
Michael,
nominated
you're
too for Revolutionary Road.
really funny.
I was nominated for Revolutionary Road. I lost to Heath Ledger.
Oh, right. Yeah.
It's a good one to lose to.
Yeah, well,
I was just
point.
watching that movie again the other day, The Dark Knight. He's so good, man.
Yeah.
It's just amazing.
You know how hard it is to make the Joker, like, you know, or a comic book character Oscar worthy, and it's like it was.
It's just ridiculous.
He put his heart and soul into that role. You can tell. He just really got obsessed with it. Yeah, but yeah, I got nominated. I got to go to the show anyway. That was nice. And Christopher Walken said something nice about me. I can't remember what it was because I was in shock.
It was something nice, though.
Yeah.
Was it really nice, or I like some of your movies nice?
Mike Shannon has been in some good films.
Thank you.
Thank you. A percentage.
Well, what a blast to have you on
Yes.
here, man.
Oh, thank
you.
Michael Shannon, of course, Boardwalk Empire, Sundays, 9 p.m. on the great HBO, where, man, the original programming there is fantastic.
Yeah,
Just
they do
amazing.
Nice job.
Yeah. great to have you in.
Thanks.
You're tremendous, man.
Yeah,
Tremendous.
you're fucking funny as hell, man.
Thank you.
I
Really
like it.
funny.
I like it.
Yeah.
Michael Shannon, thanks so much, man. Jimmy, you got something to plug before we get out of here?
my November 1st show with Dice at the Beacon is on sale now. And the gig I'm doing in Doylestown is sold out. Oh, 5 minutes. And my advice show is from 10 to 11. I'll
Yes.
be here doing my advice show.
Yeah,
and then I
listen
got
to
to see my
Jimmy.
parents, and I have no idea what I'm going to do with them. I'm panicking.
Ask Michael.
Have fun with them.
My parents are coming into town. It's for a couple hours today, from like 11 to 5. And I don't know what to do with them. I don't know where to go.
It's his parents.
My apartment's very messy. I can't bring them there.
Yeah. Do they like museums?
Oh,
You know, I thought of that.
It's not a bad idea.
Yeah, I don't know.
So reluctant to
Yeah.
go to the museum. There's a good show at MoMA right now.
Oh, is there? Mm-hmm. Maybe I'll take him to see some MoMA.
Maybe I can get some scratch from pumping MoMA on the air.
Wait, what's the good? I have to know.
The
What's
show at MoMA. Fantastic.
But what's the
Highly
good show at
recommend it.
Yeah,
MoMA?
what's the show?
It's just like a history of American paint. I'm not going to make it sound exciting.
Yeah, he
They
already
got
gave
that
it the
painting
plug.
of the people at the restaurant. Elvis and Marilyn Monroe.
Oh, right.
Oh, right.
James
Yeah.
Dean.
Right.
But
It's the real one, not the one
Yeah,
you see
the real
like
one. Yeah, yeah.
Spencer's Gifts or
Yeah,
something.
exactly.
Are you playing Elvis in that movie about Nixon?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna give it the old college try. I bet everybody's waiting to see me fall on my face. And no, it's not. I don't know when it's gonna happen. It's kind of like far in the future.
Yeah.
I gotta grow into it. I think I'm still a little young.
It could be, right?
It's Elvis. That's just later.
That's
his later years.
the early 70s, kind of
Yeah,
late
yeah.
60s, early 70s Elvis.
It's all starting to fall apart.
It's killing me. He sounds like Stephen Wright.
A little bit.
Wow.
He's stoic.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
I
is.
think.
He pulls it off.
Yeah.
Well, you're great, Michael.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Michael
Love having you
Shannon.
in,
Thanks for
Michael.
having
Thanks
me.
so much, man.
No problem.
Blessed.
And Jimmy's up next with the advice show, so stay right where you are.
Opie and Anthony have left the building. But Jim Norton is not going anywhere. If you have problems and a phone, it's your lucky day. The Jim Norton Show is next.